Beautiful people and community. Welcome to Co-Journal. Oh, we're back on YouTube. We're new on YouTube. It's been a journey. It has been a journey, and I'm happy rather to be back with the community. Better than ever. Better than ever. I spent a lot of 2024 and 2025 in the shadow, and that's why I have our goddess here, Oya. And today I want to speak about how important the shadow is. I want to speak about how important death is, change, transformation, metamorphosis, when we are exploring our femininity. Femininity is creative, it is also destructive, right? It destroys, it demolishes, it changes. And that's manifested and expressed through the menstrual cycle as well. You can see the hormonal changes. It's cyclical, it's a cycle of life and death and rebirth. It is regenerative. It is regenerative, and that is why it is so important to trust yourself when you plunge into the shadow. I need you to trust yourself when you plunge into the shadow. You are safe to evolve. That's one of the biggest lessons you learn when you begin to harness your feminine energy. You are safe to evolve, you are safe to transform, you are safe to change. It is safe to leave everything that you know behind and embrace newness. I absolutely love Oya, the Orisha of change, the Orisha of the winds of change. She governs the underworld, she governs the last breath, she governs the first breath. She governs life itself. That's life. Life is simply regenerative. It is cyclical. It's the law of the what? It is the law of conservation of energy. Yes. We are here to live, so we are here to change, so we are here to die. So much of femininity is about allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to flow, allowing yourself to evolve, allowing your desires to change, allowing your aesthetic to change, allowing your identity to change. And I love Oya for this because she has big Persephone energy, queen of the underworld, right? And I love Oya for this because she demands your stale identity. She demands the things that are inefficient. She demands the things that do not work. If it's not working, if it's stale, if it's got to go, if it cannot come with you where you are going, where you want to go, Oya says, give it here. Give that identity here. I need you to change. I need you to share. I need you to transform. I need you to transform. There are certain stories, there are certain patterns, there are certain perceptions that do not work for you anymore. Give them here. And we don't give feminine archetypes like this enough credit because femininity is always about prosperity and wealth and worth and receiving. But this is a reminder that femininity is also about destruction. Femininity is also about change. There is a reason Taurus and Scorpio rest on the same axis. I don't have Oshun here. I'll get her for our next session, for our next catch up, our next chat session. But Oya is Scorpionic and Oshun is Tauran. Is that how you say it? Well, yeah, Scorpio and Taurus, they rest on the same axis. And that is why they're sister wives, right? That is why they're sister wives, because they rest on the same axis. If Oshun is the creative, fertile expression of femininity, beauty, abundance, fertility, bounty, right? Worth, self-worth, creation rooted in self-worth, rooted in pleasure, rooted in love. Oya is love too. We have to love ourselves enough to change. We have to love ourselves enough to traverse boundaries, to be something new. We have to love ourselves enough to let ourselves go when it's time to let ourselves go. If we are standing in our way, we have to love ourselves enough to do that. And that is why you have that relationship, Taurus and Scorpio on the same axis. As the divine feminine, right? As the divine feminine. Yes, a part of that is also your Maya, nurturing, life itself, motherhood, yeah. But I really want to speak about femininity as creation and destruction. And that just being a dance. We needing to find our way, our flow in that. You've got to change, babe. You cannot own your femininity. You cannot harness your femininity if you do not allow yourself to change. Change your mind, right? Change your mind, change location, change your aesthetic. Switch things up. You're allowed to switch things up. You're allowed to be curious about what lies beyond what you know. Oya is also a warrior. And she reminds us that change is the means by which we go to war for ourselves, right? If you want something, you have to be uncomfortable enough to endure the change of receiving it. If you're in this timeline and you don't have what you want and you've outgrown certain things and certain patterns and certain people, you have to allow yourself to be uncomfortable. You have to surrender. You have to surrender. Same way we surrender to love, to pleasure, to prosperity. You have to surrender to change. You have to surrender to change. When Oya drags you into the shadow, into what we call hell, into the darkness, into the abyss, the valley of the shadow of death, when she sends you there and meets you there, there's so much love in that. There is so much love in that. There is so much love in allowing yourself to shed what you don't need. To shed what you don't need. And that's femininity. That's how important it is for us to change. We're constantly changing, right? We're ovulating, we're shedding, the uterine line is, accumulating and is thickening. That's just femininity. You need to find your flow in it. And when it's time to change, allow yourself to change. We often want things. We have desires. You can attach yourself to your desires. You can attach yourself to the things you say you want. But are you secure in your femininity enough to change? To do things differently, to be differently. Each and every single day, do you allow yourself to evolve? Do you allow yourself to surrender to the unknown? I love her. I love her. And there's a beautiful relationship too that is present between Scorpio and Taurus, between Oya and Oshun. This is the shadow side of femininity. It's still femininity nonetheless. It is the masculine side of femininity, if you will. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is a divine masculine energy, but that's called the dark feminine. This is how we tap into the dark feminine, allowing ourselves to change, allowing ourselves to surrender, allowing ourselves to evolve, allowing ourselves to shed what we don't need anymore, and embracing that experience, right? Saying yes to change, yes to the unknown. We need that. We need Oya. We need the dark feminine. We need to tap into the destructive nature of femininity, the transformative nature of femininity, the regenerative nature of femininity. It's not just about sitting on our thrones and, receiving. If something is obstructing your ability to receive, a pattern, a person, a place, an attachment, then it is your responsibility to use your feminine energy. Tap into it. Tap into the courage it takes to change. Tap into the courage it takes to change. Go into the shadow. See the things you refuse to see, right? Go into the subconscious. Own your power, right? There is so much power in change. Again, power is not just receiving, desiring, Oshun-like things, Venusian-like things. Power is an eagerness to change, a hunger for more, knowing you're safe in change, right? Going to war for yourself through love, through change, through transformation. That's power again. Mars, Scorpio. We have permission to change because there is power in change. Let things be destroyed, let them be demolished, let them collapse. Give them all to Oya, who will regenerate, alchemize, birth your life, birth you into something new. Yeah, that's what we're speaking about today. And I thank you for being here with me. I want to turn this place into this space that is this channel into a medium for play, but for softness, for femininity, for surrender, for truth, for the fullness of femininity, not this thing or that, but all of it. Sometimes it is uncomfortable. Sometimes we do have to change. Sometimes we do have to be uncomfortable. We do have to surrender. We do have to be in the darkness, in the obscurity of the shadow, to rise in love and rise in beauty. That's what makes us more beautiful. Oya and the shadow and Scorpio energy, right? The shadow side of the divine feminine, they offer us depth and substance. It's the dark feminine, right? It's the don't come for me. Don't come for me because I will bite your head off. I am no walk in the park. I am a woman of depth and substance, and I've been to war, and I know the shadow, and I have gone to war for myself, and I have won, so don't you dare come for me. Ooh. I was just like, yeah. So yeah, this is a space for play and femininity and really embodying the fullness of femininity. I can't wait. We'll be coming through it. Feminine archetypes. I really just wanted an outlet for what I've recovered in the shadow. I wanted an outlet to express that, and I think that's going to be this place. We'll have our divine feminine readings as always, but it's about to be fun. It's about to be so fun. It's about to be so fun from this place. When you go to war for yourself and you change and you've been to the shadow and you've been initiated by Oya, and she has emphasized the importance of boundaries. She's offered you strength and courage. You move different. You move different embodying that scorpionic energy. You move different embodying destruction and demolition and collapse, accepting that as not only a natural part of life, but a celebration of life itself, a celebration of your life, a celebration of your femininity. So yeah, I trust that you enjoyed that today, and we will see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe if this content resonates with you. It's about to be a party, a celebration of femininity. Okay, cool. See you next time.